hoping it'll go away, but if it doesn't, and like comes out and it's like really, really, really bad, could they come to you?
Yeah, they can come to me.
And then you can try to.
What I tell my clients, 90% of you all that come, you do not have a crisis. What you have is a major concern.
Okay.
My rule is if nobody's dead or dying, it's not really a crisis. It is a major concern. And my main job is to turn your crisis into currency. How can we get you on the side of happy, on the side of this benefits me and it will all be okay?
That's a good way to think about it, honestly, because it kind of softens like the anxiety of like, oh my God, you're like, it's not a crisis. You're good. It's all right. We're going to figure this out.
When you think about it, a lot of people who are seeking PR are
Uh-huh.
really seeking power.
Mm.
But the only way to get power is through energy. And energy is neither created nor destroyed. It has to be transferred. So whether it's a positive thing or a bad thing, that's energy. And we can use that to kind of propel you to where you want to go. So I think that's where there's no such thing as bad publicity comes from.
That's what I was just going to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with like there's no bad thing? Like,
so here's the thing. I used to agree with that.
Mhm.
I would say in the 90s, early 2000s, there was no such thing as bad publicity because they're getting you in a newspaper, in a magazine. You know, they can sell out of those.
Right.
Nowadays, we've got video cameras and we can replay that bad news until it's the only news.
Yeah.
And then that news can become your reality, like through cancel culture.
Yeah.
So maybe you weren't a bad person before, but everybody kind of bullied you.
That's
and
crazy.
you into becoming this person.
We had another, like you introduced me to that girl that was just on Pop the Balloon. So you would be perfect for her as well because they're doing that to this girl.
Really?
They just took out a few things that she said on there and they made their own video. It just like says literally they're sabotaging her online right now. Of like they just pulled out
and they did some cuts. Did she have the full video?
She has the full video, but she put together her own video to like show everybody like that's not what it said, but that's what she's experiencing right now.
Exactly, and that's what I mean when I say the narrative now can be your reality really fast.
Yeah.
So, tread lightly. I mean, we're not.
And it's scary because there's like AI, like you can do anything with AI. Like you don't know if it's really
army bots. So they say on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Threads, about 60% of what you see is not real people. And
I don't like that.
I think it's true. I say there's good PR and there's dark PR, and they both have their times to shine, okay? But with social media, I would say be aware that even with buying a book on Amazon, be aware of it because there are people paying people for comments. There are people, but
Gotcha. Yeah.
I err on the side of, hey, if it's real, it's real. You know what I mean? In our industry, you have to be delusional or you're not going to make it.
Delulu.
If you're not Kanye delusional, you're not going to make it.
I'm Kanye delusional. Just call me Delulu.
Delulu's the Delulu over here.
Delulu the queen.
Because you can Delulu until it's, real.
Fake it till you make it.
So Kodak Black, perfect example.
Oh yeah, wasn't he canceled?
No, so
for a minute he was.
Yeah, he's been canceled. He's been purchased, all of that. He's from where I'm from.
Yeah.
So, originally I'm from Florida. I understand there's not a lot of options where I'm from, which is why my mom grabbed us and brought us over here.
Yeah.
So for him, he's like, these payola, the bots, this music thing, maybe I don't, want to be a rapper. Maybe I like gospel music, but this is how I see I'm going to do it. And I'm going to use these bots and I'm going to run my streams up and people are going to say, oh, but it's not real. Your streams aren't real, but they are now. The money that he made from those streams was real. The life that he gained after was real. So
there you go.
That's why I say like they both have their times to shine.
Right.
I think Cardi B did the same thing.